Some wounds don't come from one moment. They come from everything you've silently carried for too long. The conversations you never had. The tears you refused to let anyone see. The dreams that quietly faded while you smiled and told everyone you were fine. Sometimes life doesn't fall apart all at once. Sometimes it happens so slowly that you don't notice it until one day you wake up feeling like a stranger in your own life. You sit in silence, replaying every decision, every goodbye, every disappointment, trying to understand where everything changed. Was it the opportunity you didn't take? The relationship that slowly drifted away? The words someone spoke that stayed with you long after they forgot saying them? Or was it simply the weight of carrying everyone else's expectations while forgetting your own heart? The truth is, sometimes there isn't a single answer. Life is rarely one dramatic moment. More often, it's 1,000 quiet moments that slowly reshape who we are. If you're listening to this today while carrying something heavy, know this. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to convince the world that you're okay. Even if no one else knows what you're going through, your pain is real and so is your strength. Take a slow breath. Not because breathing magically fixes everything, but because you've survived every difficult day that has brought you to this moment. You're still here. That matters more than you realize. There are people who believe strength means never crying, never breaking, never asking for help. But real strength isn't found in pretending nothing hurts. Real strength is waking up when your heart feels exhausted. It's choosing kindness after life has been unfair. It's believing that tomorrow can still hold something beautiful even when today feels impossible. Sometimes the strongest people are the ones whose battles remain invisible. They carry grief while making everyone else laugh. They comfort others while quietly falling apart themselves. They celebrate everyone else's victories while questioning whether they'll ever experience one of their own. Maybe that's been your story. Maybe you've become so used to carrying emotional weight that you've forgotten what peace feels like. You answer messages with "I'm fine." You smile in photographs. You go to work. You complete your responsibilities. But inside, you're tired. Not the kind of tired sleep can fix. The kind that settles deep inside your soul. The exhaustion of hoping. The exhaustion of waiting. The exhaustion of wondering whether life will ever feel lighter. If that's where you are today, hear these words carefully. This season is not your identity. Your pain is part of your journey. It is not the final destination. The hardest part about emotional pain is that no one can always see it. If you break your arm, people understand. If you catch a fever, people encourage you to rest. But when your heart is hurting, when anxiety whispers every night, when loneliness follows you into crowded rooms, many people never notice. And because they don't notice, you begin convincing yourself that maybe your feelings aren't important, but they are. Every emotion you've buried, every disappointment you've hidden, every fear you've silently carried, they matter. You matter. Some people spend years searching for the exact moment life changed. They replay conversations. They imagine different choices. They wonder what would have happened if only they'd said something different. But healing doesn't always begin with finding every answer. Sometimes healing begins the moment you stop asking why everything happened and start asking what life is trying to teach you now. Pain changes people, that's true. But pain can also deepen compassion. It can create wisdom. It can build resilience that comfort never could. Think about every storm you've already survived. At the time, You probably believed it would last forever. Yet somehow, day by day, step by step, you kept moving. Not because you had every answer, but because something inside you refused to quit. The quiet determination still lives within you, even if you've forgotten it's there. Imagine standing in the middle of a dense forest. The trees are so tall that they block the sunlight. Every direction looks exactly the same. You feel lost. You wonder if you'll ever find your way out. Life often feels like that. When we're inside the struggle, we can't see the path ahead. We mistake temporary darkness for permanent reality. But every forest has an edge. Every night eventually becomes morning. Not because someone wished for it, because darkness has never been permanent. Neither is yours.
Perhaps today you're mourning a relationship. Perhaps you're grieving someone you've lost. Maybe you've experienced failure, financial hardship, loneliness. Or maybe you simply feel emotionally empty without knowing why. Pain doesn't always need permission to exist. Sometimes it simply arrives. What matters is what happens next. Will this pain become the chapter that ends your story? Or the chapter that transforms it? The answer isn't found in perfect circumstances. It's found in one small decision repeated every day. To get out of bed. To keep believing. To keep loving. To keep trying. One more conversation. One more sunrise. One more chance. That is how healing often begins. Not through dramatic breakthroughs, but through ordinary courage. People often imagine healing as reaching a day where nothing hurts anymore. Real healing is different. It's remembering painful memories without letting them control your future. It's learning to smile again without feeling guilty. It's realizing you can carry scars without carrying shame. Scars are evidence that something hurt. They are also evidence that something survived. You survived. Maybe not perfectly. Maybe not gracefully. But perfectly isn't the goal. Progress is. There will be mornings when hope feels distant. There will be nights when fear speaks louder than faith. There will be moments when giving up seems easier than continuing. During those moments, remember something simple. You don't need enough strength for the rest of your life. You only need enough strength for today. Tomorrow will ask for tomorrow's courage. Today only asks for today's. Take one breath, one step, one decision, one act of kindness toward yourself. That is enough. The world often celebrates extraordinary victories, but some of the greatest victories happen where no audience exists. Choosing not to quit, choosing forgiveness, choosing to believe that your life still has purpose. These victories rarely receive applause, yet they change everything. Perhaps one day you'll tell someone your story. Not because life was easy, but because you discovered hope in places where hope seemed impossible. You'll realize that the seasons you once wished away became the seasons that shaped your character. The tears you tried to hide watered the strength growing quietly inside you. And the silence that once felt empty became the place where healing first began. Because healing doesn't always happen loudly. Sometimes it begins in silence.